Hi everyone and welcome to the YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate you another project on Tableau that you can use in your resume or for practice purpose. I think a couple of years back, I created this particular project like Tableau projects for practice, sample superstore dataset, and it got huge response from you guys. Many of you asked to create another similar kind of project. Although I know it's a little bit delayed, but yeah, I am here with another project that we will do live and we'll get your things clarified. So to get us started, let me quickly show you what the requirement is. So this is the requirement of this particular practice. It's simple. What it is here we are looking to find trends and data for different region and state. So the insight about profit, sales, discount over different area. Create a dashboard which should include the following insight. It should have share the trend of a state-wise profit. What kind of graph we'll be looking for, we'll talk about later. Second is show the distribution of average profit by state, analyze which state is generating more average profit and which is going in loss. Fourth is in which age range company is getting maximum profit. Fifth, sixth, seventh is average sales, discount and profit. Eighth is information about the data set, and ninth is show the branding. The data set that I am using over here is Walmart retail data set. You can easily find this on Kaggle, although I'll put the link in the description box as well. So we are going to work on that. I think it came in one of the hackathon, I believe. So you can find a number of similar data sets on Kaggle very easily, or Google data set, search engine that you have. Now, let's quickly divide all these requirements into categories. If you will look into the requirement like 4, 5, 6, you can accommodate this in single worksheet, right? It's simple average sales, average profit, and average discount, and we can easily do it in a single worksheet. Now, look at the requirement number 1. So the trend of state-wise profit. So we all know whenever location comes into picture, it's always good to create a map of it, right? So what I'm going to do in this case is for first, I'll create a map, right? State versus profit. Look at the second requirement. So the distribution of average profit by states, analyze which state is generating more average, and the third is which is going in loss. So if you look at the requirement number 1, 2, 3, you can accommodate into the single chart. So you can create a map chart, right? And the color distribution can be depending upon the average profit. Okay, so with 2 worksheet only, you will be able to cover 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, 4, 5, 6 or 5, 6, 7. I believe it's 5, 6, 7. Right? 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, you can easily cover it. Now comes to the fourth one. Fourth one says in which age range company is getting maximum profit. So profit is a measure, age is a measure for you. So whenever you create a graph of 2 measure, it's always good to have a kind of histogram. So what you can do is you can create a bin over here. If you want to be more flexible, then you can use parameters so that user can control the bin size. I have already created a video on parameters and bin as well. I'll put it in the description box and you can have a look if you don't know how to create the parameter and use that parameter in filters, bins, calculated fill, or wherever you want. So I'll create a bin, and on top of it, we'll have a chart that will show in which age range getting maximum profit. Then so far we have covered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th requirement. 8th requirement is straightforward. It's just like information, so we can use any shape for for this, and on tooltip we can show the information, or other way around, whatever however you want to show. And 9th one is just to add the logo so that it will look professional. And what kind of dashboard I am expecting? A few months back when I created, I got something like this, right? But we'll try to make a little better, if not at least like this. So let's get started and create, a dashboard on this in real time. I'll put the description box of the data download so that you can practice along with me. So this is my Tableau. I'll quickly connect to the data source. This data is of Excel file. So I'll just click on Microsoft Excel and import the data set. So here I am opening the data set. It might take a while depending upon if you are opening it for first time, speed, and multiple other factors. Let's click on update. So yes, this is how the data looks like. And these are the column names: city, customer age, customer name, and so on. Right? These are the city. I'll directly jump to the the seat, but before that, look at customer age. We have a lot of null record out of here. So you will see this impact when you will create the graph. I think for the fourth requirement, yes. Okay, let's start. First, I'm going to start with major values. Average major values means the requirement for, I believe, 5, 6, 7, right? Average sales, average profit, and average discount. So I'm just getting started with it. So I'll just put it as like average measures. Okay. Let's do one thing this time. Let's start with maybe a black background or a blue background, right? So I'll go to format. I mean, it's up to you. It's optional. Nothing as such. But yeah, let's change the background this time and see how it looks like now. Okay. Now here I'll just put title as average sales, profit, and discount. The only challenge is, whenever you change the background color, you need to be very careful with the, the color options that you choose. So this time I might choose this one so that it will be visible over here, right? I can maybe bold it. Yep. So it looks like this. Now, what I have to use is I need to use average sales, average profit, and average discount. So this is your profit, sales, and this is your discount, right? Let's start using this. So this is the discount for me. Let me double click on profit and sales also. Oops, let me clean this. Yeah, so I'll put, my bad, just give me another second. So here it went. Yeah, cool. So I'll drag sales over here. I'll drag profit over here, and then I'll drag discount over here. And from show me option, I'll select the text. Okay, so currently you can see the current layout is by horizontally, right? So in each row I am having the major names here. I'll just change this to this view. So, and let's make this entire width. Few things that you need to do, as I was talking about, whenever you work on different background, you need to be very careful with the the color that you select, right? So I'll just change that. I want it to Calibri. I kind of like this color, right? Then major values, I'll change major values to, let's say, 36, right? Make it bold, kind of. And axis, I'll change to maybe 15. Right? Yeah, looks good. Also, I'll change the alignment to center for both major names and major values. So yeah, okay. And I'll also get rid on these lines that you are seeing. These are the formatting options, guys. And you can do hidden trial. Like, yeah, it's looks to be in good shape now. Okay, let's do a few more formatting steps. Like major values I'm selecting. And what I'll do is I'll change this to currency. Ultimately, it's currency, right? So I'll just change this to currency, dollar. Okay, and it looks like this. Also, I'll change the order. I want profit at second, sales at first, and discount at the last. Right? So it looks like this. Also, I need to have average of all of these. So let's quickly start putting the average value. Right? Yes. So we are getting average sales value of $1,775.88, profit of $181.18, and average discount is 0.05, means 5 cents is the average discount we are giving to each orders, right? So your first worksheet is ready, means the requirement of 5, 6, 7 has been done. Okay, it's so simple, right? Now let's move to the another requirement, and that's like, I think, first, second, third, where we have to create a map chart. Let's start with it, and I'll just put estate versus profit. Okay. So I have a field called as estate. It's already in the geographic, kind of data type. So I'll just drag it over there. There are chances that you might get, null record over here, depending upon the location you are working. Give it a second to load. Yes, it says 48 unknowns, and we already know the region, right? It might have taken other country. So here you can see it has started taking India, but all the states are of US. I'll just change this to United States. That's it. United States or USA? USA it is. Okay. And now you can see all have been matched here, right? If something is still not matched, you need to think like, why it's not matching. That might be due to, some spelling mistakes, or, it's custom location. So you can think of putting longitude or latitude, or maybe, you can manually match it. So there can be requirement around it. I'll just click OK, and you can see, now it's clearly available. Currently, if you look at the marks, it's automatic, right? I'll change this to map so that it will look a beautiful US map, right? And you can see it's really looking good. If you want to show the state over here, I'll just drag a state, put it over the layer self. So now the state names are also visible over here. Okay. Let me change this to a proper title where I'll put average profit in different US states. Average profit in USD for state, right? Okay. Now what we have to do is we need to gradient this particular map by profit, and that to average profit. So let's drag profit and put it over the color self, and see this is how it looks like. Currently it's summation. I'll change this to average. Okay. That basically means this orange color that you are seeing, that's a negative one, right? The darker the blue color, the highest average profit it's getting. If you want to change the color also, we can change it. Maybe like, let's say I'm changing to red to green diverging, right? You can go to advanced and select what is the center. So definitely center, we can keep it at 0. Below 0, it would be loss. Above 0, it's basically profit. Click OK. And yeah, that's how it look like now, right? If you want to play around the map options, you can do that as well. Like, what you want to have, what you don't want to have. And if you want to change the, the settings, map layers, you can use this over here. Like for example, currently it's light. If you want to keep it dark, you can do that. So you can see now it's look dark. And as our theme is dark, so probably I will be using this one. You have other styles as well, like street, outdoor, satellite. Let me show you satellite. It's wonderful, right? See here. But as my background is dark, so I'll continue with the darker one, right? So this is how it's look like. If you want, you can also show this average profit onto the, onto the levels as well. So I'll drag profit and put it over the level as well. And I'll change this to again, average, right? And I'll also make this formatted and into the currency format. Okay. And maybe just to save some space, I'll remove the decimal points. Right. So this looks a good map with, a proper information that we had to put on. Like, Montana is basically, negative states. This Kansas is giving you low average profit. This West Virginia is giving you low profit. Whereas this New Mexico, higher one, Arizona, higher one, South Dakota, very high, right? And so on. Texas, or in the middle, right? So you can see this information over here. Okay, so that's the requirement for this one, 1, 2, 3. So far we have been able to do 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. Let's start with the 4th requirement. That's basically a bin, age versus profit. So I'm just creating another worksheet. I'll just put age versus profit here, right? And again, I'll change the shading of the workbook, this worksheet, to black. Okay, and this one I'll change this to this. Cool. Now, what we have to do over here is, see, age is your customer age. Look at it. Customer age, there should be some column for customer age. Yeah, it's a measure, right? And profit is also a measure, right? So histogram is a solution for you. So what best we can do in this case is, in fact, better is create a bin out of it. So what I'm going to do is I'll create a bin for customer age, right? So bin here, customer age bin, it has automatically taken the default size of bin, and I'll just click OK. Now I'll use this customer age bin here and profit over here, and it will be creating a bar chart for me, right? So you can see the bar chart looks something like this, right? But it's always, a good idea to provide this bin size control to the user. And whenever you have to provide something on the runtime, parameter is the solution for you. So what I'm going to do is I will quickly create a parameter and we'll use this parameter to handle the bin size. So click this icon or anywhere in the, in the left pane, right click and select create parameter. I'll name this parameter as bin size. Data type would be integer. I want it to be integer. Current value, let's say the default value is 5. It says when the workbook opens, what will be the current value, right? So it should be, the current value. Display format, I'll keep automatic. And this allowable values, let's keep all. Or if you want to provide some specific, values out of it, you can keep list or range also. I'll just keep all. I don't want, any changes. And now what I have to do is, I need to use this bin size parameter in this customer age bin. How? Click here. Or right click on this, select edit. And can you see the size of bins? Currently it's 4.32. Instead, click this drop down and select your bin size. Alternatively, you can also create parameter from here as well. So bin size, click OK and done. You can see now the values have now been changed from, the default 4.32 to the current value, that's 5, right? Now, currently user is not getting the option to control this parameter. So what I'll do is I'll right click on it and show parameter. And instead of this bin size as the title, let me put title as age bin. Okay, click OK. So this, if I want to make it 10, I'll just make it 10. And it looks good actually. So I'll keep 10 by default, right? There are a lot of lines and all that I need to get rid of. Also, this 40 and all need to be, properly formatted. So I'll just change to number automatic and that's done. Alignment should be middle one. Font, I can increase a bit, maybe like 12. Click OK. If you want to change the font, you can do that. Also, I don't, let's have the levels. So levels have been shown over here. Again, I had to use average profit. So I'll just keep it as average, right? So yeah, then just get rid on these lines and all from here. So I'll just remove all these linings, go to rows, we are good, columns, we are good. So go to this one, 0th line, I don't need it, trend line, reference lines, I don't need it, drop lines, I don't need it, axis, I don't need it, axis text, I don't need it. There are a few more, so you need to get rid on those as well, right? So you can see, the lines I've started going on, and I'll just right click on it and uncheck the header. Okay, there is another line over here, so that you need to remove it. It should be simple, not a lot of work at least, right? So yeah, it's done. It's done. Okay, so, and I'll also hide this one. I don't need it. Okay, before that, let's do one more thing. Currently, it's showing you like, null is this one. By the way, change this to average profit, make a proper, value. So number, currency, custom, right? Or maybe currency standard you can do, whatever works for you. So this, I'll remove the decimal points. We have pretty good values and done. So leave null. We cannot do a lot of things over there. You can see the in the age bin of 40, the average profit is 177. As it increases in the 50th, it's 198. Then it starts decreasing till the time it attains in the 80 range, where it's 244, the highest one. So it seems like old age customers are giving you the best profit. But suddenly what happens when the people crosses 90, it start giving you the losses. So there might be something like, regulatory information or regulatory rules due to which these might be giving you profit, negative profit, and there can be many other reasons which you can further analyze based upon the data available to you. Right now, what I'm going to do is let's do a little more things. Let's show all the profit in positive as maybe like green color and negative as red color. And what you can do for that is drag profit, put it over color, right? You can see, change color changes. I need to adjust it. How? Click here, edit colors. And instead of automatic, I'll select again red, green, right? And it says a stepped color. Currently it's 5, right? And it's unchecked. I'll check it. And I just want 2, one for positive, another for negative. So I'll just change this to 2. Okay. And make the center point as 0. Click apply and see. All the positive one is showing you in green color. All the negative one is showing in the red color, right? Here is you can change this according to the details. You can put the title, some valid title, like something like, 90 plus age people are loss making for business. Something like this. What will be, either you can put a simple title or you can put something like, which can be, an actionable lead for them. So this seems to be an actionable lead. So it's okay to have that, right? So let's go back to the requirement. So we are done with this also. Now we are only left with this information and the logo. So for information, as I said, you can use any shape. So I'll just put data set info, right? And anything. I mean, there are multiple ways to do that. What I usually prefer is like, use any of this. Let's say this is something I'm using. I'll change the automatic to shape, right? And, I'll remove labels so that I will be only having this shape. Let's change the shape to what you want. Let's say I want maybe this one. I'll change the color to maybe like this one, right? Or maybe this one. Change the background of this to again black, so that we'll be having the consistency, right? And I don't want this title, so I'll hide the title and I'll increase the size of it. I'll also make this full view, entire view, right? Currently it's showing you the unit price, right? I don't want that. What I want some information out of it. So let's change to the tooltip. Here I'll write all the information. So this is a sample Walmart retail data set from one of the competitions containing information about some retail transactions. The data set has some record, right? Whatever records for X locations, right? And etc. Whatever other information you want to put over there, right? So those you can do it here. Okay. Let me change this to a bit, right? Yeah, I think we are good. So I'll just click OK. It looks good, right? Yep. So I think we have been able to do all of those. So, this requirement is done. You have to add only logo that you can do on the dashboard as well, right? Now let's go ahead and start creating the dashboard. So this is my first dashboard. as in the requirement, unlike this particular project, we have not received any specific requirement for the size of the dashboard. So we can decide ourselves, like, what will be better one. I think one more requirement is, remaining, or I haven't added over here. Yeah, I think I missed adding over here. Another requirement, let's talk about 10th, and that's like, you have to create regional, quarterly, average profit, right? Regional, quarterly, average profit. Let's quickly create that as well. It's very simple. So what I'll do is I'll create another worksheet, regional profit. So I have a column called as region. Before that, let's keep the shading of the sheet as black, right? And let's take this as this one. And then let's drag region. So this is your region. I want quarterly one. So what I'll do is I'll have order date and I'll put this as column here. Okay, and I want quarterly, so I'll just click plus, right? And let me make it fit width as well. So this is how it's look like, right? Let me also change this to little, little more flexible and more width. So for that, what you can do is go to format, cell size, make it taller, right? It looks better, right? It looks better. Worksheet. I need to change this to this, right? Yeah. I think we are good. Alignment and all are pretty good. So yeah, I think we are good here. Cool. Now what you have to do is we need to have average profit over here. So what I'll do is I'll drag profit, and so over there, instead of sales, I'll select average, and also I'll drag profit and put it over there. Or what you can do is you can click here, and can you see this highlight table? Let's have that. See this one. This is what we are looking for, right? So instead of doing this manually, you can just select highlight table and it will do the work for you. Now let's fit this. So this is fit. Again, I'll go here and taller, and that's it. That's it, right? We have average profit, quarterly average profit for different regions. Now, depending upon, formatting, you can select it. Like, for example, I want to make this bold. I also want to, change the font, right? Some better, yeah. And do the similar for others as well. Let's make this 10, right? Let's make this bold as well. Okay. Now here, I'll just do the same thing, center, 10, right? Make it bold. I forgot to make it aligned here. So yes, that's done, right? And now average profit, right? Let's change this to this. Let's also make this, let's say, yeah, automatic to center. Change this to currency, custom. I don't want decimal points. I'll just remove it and I'll keep this dollar, right? So yeah, I think this looks good. The only changes that you will need to do is you can change to the color. Currently it's looking, very lighter one. So I'll just come over here again, right? And I'll change this to some maybe like orange blue diverging color, right? Or let's take some other one, green gold. Yep, this looks better, right? So yeah. And I think we are almost done. I'm just making some final, edits over there. Although these are the optional one, you may not, depending on you. And I'll change this title. Regional, quarterly, average profits. And done, right? Done. Okay. So now what I'll do is I'll go to dashboard, And let's take the size for now as automatic so that it will take the entire space. If this size will have any problem, we will change it, right? And change the color of this as well, background color to a background color of this to, uh, black. But before that, we need to add the containers. Remember, first we will have the title. So let's keep the title Walmart retail data analysis. Okay. Make the theme, font and all consistent. That's a good habit. I'll just keep here, click OK, right? And then remember what we have to do is we have 3 sets of, report. So what you can do is maybe you can have, I'm just creating a sketch. So here in the first set, you can have this average profit, average discount, average sales. At one corner over here, right? You can have that information. Here, you can have the logo, okay? And then in the next one, right here, maybe you can have 2 separate controls. In one, you can, you can have that map that you created. In another one, you can have that age versus profit, okay? And here at last, you can have that, regional quarterly profit. So one thing is short at, this is your first, this is your second horizontal one, this is your third horizontal one. So sorry, vertical one. So I'll take the vertical, object from here so that I'll have the things aligned, right? So let's do that. So I'm just taking this vertical over here, right? And in first vertical, I want to have this average measures. So I'll just drag and put the average measure over here, right? I'll remove this height title, right? So that's your average measure, okay? I'll go here and select the background color as well, so that, and this in fact as well, keep all as black. Oops, that's the problem. When you select the multiple options, that's the problem you will get, right? So what I'm going to do is I'll remove this dashboard title, and instead I'll use that as well as a vertical bar, right? Now keep vertical object. In the first object, I just want, my text to be shown, and this is nothing but Walmart retail data analysis. Okay, let's do this. Let's change this to maybe 20, bold, and change the color to this and make it right. Yep. Now, second one, I want to put average measures. So let's add that. There you go. I'll remove this particular, high title. So this has fit perfectly. If you want to put some gap here, you can definitely do that, right? You have this blank object, and if you want, you can, start using this blank object over here. Completely up to you how you like it, right? So then there will be some space over there. Okay, it's always a good idea to keep a space. So let's add over here as well, or I'll add little later. Next is I have to use one vertical object, 2 horizontal, sections should be there. One for map, another for that age versus profit. So for that, I can use horizontal. See, again, it's not compulsory to use it all the time. Why I'm using it? It's always easy to, do the formatting. Okay, so I'll just use map, and this is my map chart here. So that I'll use first here. So you can see, and then I want age versus profit, that I'll use here, right? Awesome, it looks good. I'll remove, decrease the size of it, right? So, and another thing is these right one, right? Average bin should be over here somewhere. So I'll just change this to floating, okay? And put somewhere over here, okay? And let's make this as this color. Make sure that, things are consistent on your dashboard. This average profit thing that you are seeing here, I think that's from the map. So I'll remove the title, make it floating and put it somewhere here. Okay. And this one is for the bar chart, but actually we don't need it. So I'll just remove it, right? And now you can see things have started taking the shape. I'll just center it down, increase the size a bit, maybe like 14, right? Move this from here to maybe here, right? Make this to this, change, increase the font maybe to 14, click OK, right? Looks good. And then at last, we have to use this regional profit. So use over here, right? Regional profit was not in black. Yeah, it was black, right? So it's not showing you, but no problem. You can always do that. This should be here. I can, decrease the size. Let's make this, full width. Entire view. Yep. You can remove this order date, not required. You can put into the same and put it over there. So basically what I'm doing is I am just, doing some formatting options, right? Here you have border. You can also get rid on this. It's not, something that you require. So you can come over there and see how you can get rid on this. Simple option could be go to format setting and make the setting as this. It should be gone, I believe. Yep. Yeah. Right. And this looks good. This looks good. You can change the, this to make the things well for you. Right. Right. Yeah. So that's basically your dashboard. Now I have to show the dataset info. So for that, I'll use this floating, drag over there, right? Remove this title, make the sizing things done for you and put it somewhere, wherever you want, right? Yeah. Now, once you hover it and you can get that. Another thing is you need to add image. So download any image and, drag this image option and put it over there. And that would be your entire dashboard as per the requirement, right? You can do at your end, I'm sure. So this way you can easily create a dashboard depending upon your requirement. You can work little more to get the tool tips and all aligned, right? And this is a good dashboard where I'm getting the information like what is the average sales per order, profit that I am getting. So you can see like, out of $1,775 or $76 average sales, we are able to generate around $181 of profit with 5 cents of discount on each order, right? People with the age less than 85, right, are providing the profit to us. More than it, it's loss. So you need to analyze like, why it's happening. You can see like, there have been lots of ups and downs in different regions by quarter, right? It's not consistent. So you can also think of like, why there have been so many ups and downs. So these will be your, these will be basically your, action items, which you can work on this further. So that's all for this particular video. I hope you enjoyed it. Try along with me. I'll put the dataset description link, in the description box. And if you face any difficulty or if you have any questions, feel free to put down into the, the comment section. I'll be happy to answer all of those. Thank you.